All right, welcome back everybody to a Thursday video. I'm going to be testing out this new card from The Hobbit, Guardian of the Halls, 2 mana, 2/2 trample, 7 mana, put 3+1/+1 counters on this creature. I actually have been getting blown out by this in limited because it is an instant speed ability, which I think is cool. But mostly we're just kind of checking the end game threat level of a 2/2 trample, and kind of seeing how that goes out. We did have to trim on some of this stuff, so I could only get to 61. I didn't want to lose the Mass Vandals or the Priests or the Timber Watchers or whatever. It is an elf, which is pretty nice. But I've cut two Avenging Hunters, a Sag Wildling, and a Timberwatch to fit this in as kind of like a weirdo mid-level threat thing. I don't actually know how good it's going to be. Kind of to support it, I've made the sideboard a little odd. It's uh, these is kind of graveyard mid-range threats, and then realizing that these four plus these two plus these, four. So we've got 10 trample threats in the main, and then we actually have an additional 6 in the sideboard. So I went with Ram Through today instead of Monstrous Emergence, just to kind of see how it is. This being a 2/2 is actually nothing either. It can, clip gutter snipes or whatever at instant speed, which I think is interesting. So we'll see how this goes. I don't think this card is particularly good. I think it might be at best like a one of in some sort of Woodland Elves tutor package. This card is unfortunately an uncommon, but I think would be an auto add immediate banger for the deck. But sorry, this is just the rest of the green things from Hobbit that are remotely playable. I do wonder if actually Little Bear is going to be anything. I'm kind of interested in this as like a threat. But you need to have your Mass Vandal be the thing you untap. So not particularly good, but Flash 3/2 is not something to sniff at. I was thinking about maybe trying to shove in Bowside Wanderers into this deck instead of Hydras or something like that, but I just think this card is not actually playable at 6 mana. 6 mana you get you know, an impulse for permanence, and then this can become a 6/6 when you play your land every turn. Whatever. All right, so I think that's really it. This is, I think, going to be more clunky than it is good in Pauper, but I think it's doing well in limited, and I've been getting annoyed by it being like, oh right, that you can kind of make it into a 5/5 at any moment. It's also not once. It's not a one shot like we were seeing with the Marvel things, the power ups. You can just keep spending 7 mana every turn to make this into an 8/8 into an 11/11, kind of go from there. But I mean, it's a 2 mana 2/2 trample with some upside. See how it goes. All right, on the draw, round one. Um, oof, pretty tough no lander. Not even mana dork. All right, cool. All right, this is what we're here for. Let's see how we're doing. Let's see how this goes. Oh, cool. Spy. All right, so they're not set up at all. Interesting. Okay, so this is honestly going to be a great. I mean, that was the best draw of my entire deck. This is a great Guardian of the Halls matchup. Because they have a bunch of shit and trample things. So being able to also insane matchup for me to have the extra rooftop perchers in the sideboard. All right, there's the battlement. But yeah, just having this weird incidental trample creature is going to be kind of nice. There's that. And then just get this roost going. Cool. All right. So we're a little set up. They've got 5 cards in hand. I clicked out of something incorrectly. Yeah, there's the Winding Way. They need to hit. Cool. None of this matters. They lost a lead. 1 mana? I feel like you cycle Sagu, get Elves of Deep Shadow. Yeah, okay. Sure, sure, sure. Cycle this. Okay, they're getting the swamp out of the way. Okay. Yeah. Because they're not under a ton of pressure. Let's change that. Winding way of our own. One, untap two. Do I really have 2 mana this turn? Interesting. Huh. Yeah, I mean, I guess let's just play everything out. All right. Go nuts, homie. I don't think they can really do anything yet, though. They're not set up. Yeah. That was their draw for turn, or they had that in their hand. It'd be really funny if they had the Balustrade Spy, sure. And they had accidentally clicked wrong. Okay. Playing out a bunch of stuff. Sure. They have one of their giants in hand, too, which is not really where they want them to be. Oh my god. Stop with this freaking thing. Alright. I mean, I could swing out with this, but that's not going to get me anywhere. And then that being a trample threat, it's going to line up. Cool. Or we lose. I don't really care about seeing their deck. Alright. We were turned short. Understandable. Things happen. This is not a hunter matchup. It's not really a masked vandal matchup. It's not really a guardians matchup. Do I need all 3 ram throughs? I guess I'll do that. I mean, it's a don't die matchup is really the big issue. Is that it's not particularly a survive and thrive kind of matchup because they have that kind of over the top nature of it. They can just kind of win out of nowhere. Like I knew their entire hand, I knew where we were at, I knew I had one more turn, and then suddenly I didn't. And it's like that's kind of how this game goes. So I think that, just kind of trimming on things. The Ramthers are really only good for like trying to snipe a Mesmeric Fiend to get back a whatever. It's not super worth it. All right, we're back. I mean, this is slow and steady, but what's to be done? We've got a Fairy Macabre in hand. Don't even have to search for it. We've got Querying Mystic. Everything is gravy. We just start with a tap land. A good spy player would assume that we are going to have some sort of interaction for them. Haunting Misery. Okay, so they have this backup plan, yeah, of getting to 3 black and just wiping our board. Sure. Sure. I mean, this definitely sucks with that, but that's kind of what this is for. Just discard one of these, get a normal land, play this, play that. There we go. Instant sorcery. Okay, so if they have a sense that it's coming, will get us with that. But if they don't know for sure, then we can still get, the blowout here with the Fairy Macabre. We have to see the Macabre coming. Hilarious, hitting every land drop. Cool. Still not showing it. And I think it's worth chunking a land drop to get that in. We're still not showing them. Sure. Because they need to have the extra mana to after we exile the things from their graveyard. With Fairy Macabre, snipe using the Haunting Misery. You just going for it? No. Okay. Sure. They're probably looking for protection. They found the Mesmeric Fiend. God damn it. Elves of Deep Shadow. Yeah. They're just going to get me with Natty Daddy. Mesmeric Fiend into Balustrade Spy because they've got one, two, three, four. Extra Swamp is interesting. We'll see if they go for it. I'd love a ram through. Nope, no luck. Okay. Um. Hmm. Just, you know, max size Hydra. Not really anything else we can do this game. We didn't find our ram through for actual interaction. We just are kind of SOL. If they just go for it unprotected, but, you know, sure. Yep, there's the Fiend. Okay. And then they've got exactly 4 to go off king. Yep. Sure. And then if they fuck this up and accidentally sack them as Merrick Fiend, I still win. So, not dead yet. Go nuts. Sure. Because this is part of the cost. They didn't mess it up. Cool. All right. Game. Thrilling gameplay. Oops, all spells. Great. I don't really care about this deck. It's what I get for playing an uninteractive deck. At any point, if we found the ram through, that would have worked. But not even close. Not even really close to doing anything. See everyone for round 2. All right, we're back. Let's get after it. Sure. This looks like a nice little hand on the play. Even if they kill my thing, we've got Timberwatch, or even if they kill my elf, we've got extra lands. We've got, you know, things to do. Adventuring party. All right. Hit him with the elf. Go. What you got for us today? Oh, lordy lord. It might be one of those matches. Okay. Oh. Oh, no. OP. All right. If they are going to play slow team, I'm going to... Oh, my God. Okay. All right. I would love a Mass Vandal, but I'm going to take 2. All right, so this is Rally. So I had a bunch of people... I had someone ask about Rally in the poll that I set up for Elf School for next week. This is going to be a defensive game, so we just kind of need to get a little bit ahead of things, force them to start using stuff on things like Timberwatch. Still develop. We kind of just have to sit back. We are just not even attacking. This is going to be a completely like, oop, pull back the wheel, just chill out game. So we'll see what they do. They don't have the Kuldotha to kind of go over the top now, but they're going to be beating us down with this, sure. I'm not blocking. Nope. I'll take 4. Yeah. Okay. Whatever this is. Okay. Cycle land. We're just trying to get up to the gingerbread cabin at this point, too. Winding away. Creature. God fucking damn it. Well, that sucked. Alright. So we're good. We're chilling. We can dodge a lightning bolt. Okay, it's just +2/+0. I don't really care about that. Impulse? Oh, BTE. Sure. Okay, we'll see what they do. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I mean, you swing out, right? Okay. I don't really care about losing 1, so I'm gonna do that just so I don't get blown out. The Timberwatch keeping me alive is pretty good. Especially when we can just kind of do this. Priest. Pass. Just putting shit in the board. They didn't seem to have any removal before. Sure. Inventor's Axe, Chain Lightning. Great. So am I just dead? Like, maybe? Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4. You gotta make the first move? Yeah, okay. What do you want to target? Sure. Okay. So now we trade off. I lose a bunch of guys, but you do this. And your Chain Lightning can't kill my Timberwatch. We are slowly winning this game, which is really funny. You're just gonna go upstairs? Sure. No. Do Fire Blast as your last card? No. Okay. Cool. This is more important than Lead the Stampede. I mean, I guess technically I could do both, but because yeah, Jesus Christ, they have the backup energy, so they can just kind of equip that at any moment, right? Yeah. Does that kill me? Yes, because I don't know. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could eat this, but then yeah, I just don't have 4 blockers. All right. Not really getting out of that one. Maybe I would have. Maybe I scooped too soon. Because this would have gotten me up to 7. Eh. Not really worth it. Okay. These come out. These all come in. I like all these creatures. I don't really think Ram Through does anything here. Mass Vandal with the things are great. Priest is not really what this matchup's about. This matchup's about hitting land drops. I'll cut a Timberwatch and a Guardian. I think Guardian is kind of the clunkiest card, so maybe I'll actually bring a Timberwatch back in. Yeah, let's try that. Having, this many medium-sized creatures is kind of nice. To just have in the deck. Sure. Straight lined all this stuff. If they bolt my turn 1 elf, we've got Mass Vandal for their Axe and or Tomb Raider. If they lead Great Furnace Tomb Raider, I might just snap it off. Snap off the block and kind of go from there. My cat is just meowing at the front door. Or at my door. Alright. What are they going to do? Just always have it? Okay, Percussionist is different. think I will still trade it off because I could just Shadow Realm them. I think this is weirdly worth it, especially with the second dork. Because this could also just be, like, nothing. God damn it, it's a land. That's, like, kind of the worst outcome for me. But I'm going to snap off the Mass Vandal on their Great Furnace, which hopefully screws up their entire plan. Putting an aggro deck back a land, especially one of their 4 Great Furnaces, is pretty nice. They got the free mountain out of the deal. Yeah, that is not really what they want to be using a Chain Lightning on. Cool. Ruseek. 1, 2. All right. If they end the festivities right now, that's kind of the worst thing for me. Sure. I don't really care if they go super wide because I've got... Sure, Cast in the Fire sucked ass, but, you know, that's how she blows. Get this. Gingerbread. Always yield. But this is the kind of defensive game I'm talking about. We're entering turn 4, and I'm still at 20. We've got this backup Mass Vandal for their next artifact. We can just play a Spinewood next turn. Food token banked up. Losing the Querying Ranger for the food is really unfortunate. Okay, they just have fucking lands for days, huh? Epi? Sure. Okay. Okay. Plans gameplay here is Mass Vandal the Blood token, 2, and then play a 2/3 Hydra, or Winding Way, see what we can get, or plot this. I think I'm Winding Way. 3 cards. They've got a Cast in the Fire in the exile zone, so I don't really see the need to kind of lean into that. Cool. And now I don't have to. Mass Vandal, eat your blood token. I do think that's worth it to eat the blood token while they can't do anything with it. Like, yes, we lose the Inventor's Axe, but that also just adds +2/+0. Like, we can kind of deal with that. Rooftop Percher. We're now in the mid-range creature game where just the small red aggro deck can't really get through what's going on here. And I'm not going to do anything else with this turn. Because this is an instant till the end of their next turn. Yeah, I'm just going to chill out. We don't need to do anything. They have 3 cards in hand. We can play all this stuff next turn. Just chill out. Just a million items. Okay. Yeah, I mean, if you want to waste your Inventor's Axe on this, or I guess they're going to Cast in the Fire the 2 things, sure. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I could have blocked an extra damage, I guess, but sure. It's not really the important part of what's happening. And then you have Axe. Odd. Ooh. Here's this. I should play a Hydra. Pick that up. Still at 16. I guess... Because bestowing this right now adds what? +2/+2, so we become 3/3? Yeah, I think I'll just plot this boy and pass. We're not really in a threat. We've got 6 life banked up. They've got 3 cards in hand. They haven't hit an impulse yet. We don't really need to win. We don't need to, we're not doing anything at this point. But that's not really what this game is about. Getting a 5-3 in play. Yeah, because they're just going to bolt my creature. Sure. Gal Blast for 2 is whatever. Sure. Rimpulse, hit BTE, Lightning Bolt. Sure. I'm gonna play a bunch of shit next turn. Sure, okay. Yeah, that's, I guess, a thing you can do. Cool. Here's that. Guess I'll get Guardian in. Mystic. Chill out. Like, I know they have this bolt, so I didn't want to put the Rooftop Percher into play, just for them to snipe it with this and spend 5 mana to get bolted, but all this other shit I'm kind of fine losing. I don't really care about this. This is just, like, shit in the way. Are you just going to keep Rimpulsing? Okay, no. Your third. BTE. 1 card left in hand. A Lightning Bolt in exile. Going to combat? Sure. Sure. I don't really care about taking 3. And this is pushing through all of your stuff? Yeah, okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't really care about what any of that is, and I'm just gonna play a Generosent. Okay. I'll play a Rooftop Percher. I'll play a Sagu Wildling. I'll play Rooftop Percher. Let's just clip, I don't know. Cast in the Fire. Cast in the Fire for emotional value. Alright. What can this small red deck do against my big green threats? I'm at 16 on turn 8 against Rally. What can be done here? I think actually, yeah, they got 1 card left. Sure. Do you even attack? No? Cool. There's Generosent. We done here? And I'll just attack with the flyer. Delver you out. I mean, I don't think there's anything they can do. Not from 16, from 1 card. Even Inventor's Axe doesn't really do anything. Sure. 5. Sagu. I'm at 19. Just value commons from different sets. Just like not even elf, not a single elf on the battlefield. I'm not counting Rooftop Percher as an elf, even though it's a changeling. But yeah. We've entered into what I call they're in a mid-range battle with a deck more designed for mid-range. Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. Game 3. Do I think anything changes on the draw? Hmm. I don't think so. I don't think so. Having a 2-mana 2/2 that can just kind of get in the way of their shit is pretty nice. But I don't think it's particularly valuable as a actual game combat object that I think of the other stuff is. So I think I'd rather just leave the high in there. I guess maybe I'll just we'll try it out. We'll see how it goes. Oh, missed it. Didn't get it in. Cool. Sideboard, yeah, didn't resubmit, so there's still 2 Guardians. Okay, sure. And yeah, like Ram through doesn't really. I don't really care about their creatures. We just have to get past like turn 4. Come on, turn 4. Um, Mulligan with me. This deck like never mulligans. They just like, yeah, sure. All right, we know what our game plan is. Hope they turn 1 Great Furnace. All right, sure. Ooh, Natty Daddy Tomb Raider, nothing to do with it. Love that. All right, we don't care if they kill our guy. We've got 3 lands. Lead the Stampede. I kind of hope they spend some effort on this thing. Cast in the Fire is just such an easy little. Sure. Okay. Sure. Mismatch, lead the Stampedes. Why didn't you guys tell me? And then I'm gonna hold. I'm not gonna just throw my 1x. I'll put this in the way. If they want to spend removal on a natural Quirion Ranger with nothing else going on, sure. Yeah, that's fine. They have 3 cards left. If they play an artifact of any kind, we get to just clip them. Looks like a Rimpulse. Reckless Impulse. Okay, Burning Tree. Play like an Inventor's Axe. Just let me clip your shit so easily. Sure. Sure. Okay. I'll take 1. 1 card left in hand. We haven't even started our engine game yet. That's kind of the worst draw in our entire deck. I'm going to lead the Stampede right now. There goes the Gingerbread Cabin at the bottom of the deck. I'll see you later, buddy, and go. I'm going to take 5 this turn. Oh, really? Okay, sure. Oh my god. All right. Well, that's just the absolute nut draw of their entire fucking deck. Cool. So now I'm dead? Yeah, now I'm just straight up dead to this shit. Insane. Fucking insane, really? Okay. Sure. Um Mass Vandal. Llanowar. Llanowar. And I can block 1, 2, 3. It's still dead to all their other shit. Great. Okay. And that's Rally. Yeah, I mean, they had 3 Burning Tree Emissaries in their top whatever. 12 cards of their deck. They had 3 lands, 1 Reckless Impulse, and just the nuts. So, all right. So fun. See everyone for round 3. All right. On the play. Back where we want to be. All right. Sure. We've got lands and spells. We've got things to play. We've got extra land drop with the Sagu. See if Guardian can do anything. Guardian feels like a card that needs to be like staple to Priest of Titania, and if it's not, this card is just like not good. And this is kind of what we're experiencing. I never thought it was going to be really the most effective thing in the world, but I think even compared to something like Elvish Vanguard, which is kind of would fit the same role, this is definitely a step down in power level, just because you can't really get snowballing. Like even with Vanguard, like once it's up to 5, most decks can't kill it. And so this thing is just kind of being like you could pay 4 mana technically. Vanguard. Yeah, if you just get Vanguard in play and then play 3 1-drop elves, you have the same kind of deal, which is 5 mana instead of 9 for this thing. And I don't think the additional 4 mana is worth the squeeze on this one, but we'll see. All right, we're against Mana Mausoleum. Sick name, Vibrance. All right, mirror match? Maybe. or spy again, and we're SOL. All right. Line works. All right. Got a threat in play. Definitely the worst 2-drop in my entire deck, but you know. All right, Rumble. So this is Gruul. Okay, this is just seems to be. What do they take? Wild Growth. Cool. This just seems to be like sick. Okay, that actually is great. And then I think I'm just gonna attack out. It's either Gruul or just mono green ramp, which now this is gonna be insane because this is worth 5, so we can actually make this into a 5/5 next turn, depending on what they play. They randomly throw in an Arbor Elf. We've got it on the house. We've got multiple trample threats going. Yeah, just play an elf. You need your Arbor Elf to go off, right, King? Sure. Okay, so this is Gruul. There's not really another deck that plays this kind of thing. Sure. Okay. Dog, I do not care about that. Okay. 3 cards left in hand from them, and we've got Hydra and Sagu. Cool. Okay. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think we just do that instead of upping this. We just put it on this boy. Sure. And clock you for 10. Dead next turn. Just multiple trample. Cool. All right. Sick. All right. Gruul Ramp. All right. So they were super dead. This is definitely an aggro matchup. I don't think I want hunters. I want masked vandals, surprisingly. I think this card is just bad. I just don't think Guardian is actually really good. We'll try that. I don't think bringing Ram through in to try to like power through their mana generation dorks, because like they're gonna have Chrysalis and the 3/3 vigilance guy and yada yada yada. I don't think really worth it to mess around with all that kind of shit. Okay, cool. This hand effing rocks. Turn 2 protected priest with things to do afterwards. Sure. Yield till next end step. Sure. Cool. And we'll cycle Ent in the end step for them. And we've got bunch of stuff to be doing. Interesting. I wonder what they're leaving up. They're probably leaving up either their own Ent or removal for the priest. But, you know, our deck's 90% mana, homie. Cool, and that's the 4th land for Gingerbread. And this deck is going to have a very hard time dealing with the Gingerbread engine. Having a red-green ramp deck not do anything is pretty funny. Sure. Okay. Hitting every land drop in our 13 land deck always cracks me up, too. Sure. That is so low on my priorities of things I care about. Them taking a defensive posture means they either don't know this matchup that well, or they're not really prepared to be playing it in a way. Sure. Okay. 9 cards in hand. honestly Timberwatch. I just don't think this matchup is about Timberwatch. I think this matchup is about Priest and the rest of this shit. Like if they tap out for, Chrysalis, yeah, don't care. Couldn't care less. They have nothing in their deck they can play with the Eldrazi spawn. Here's this. Always yield. Priest. Pass turn. If they kept up a breath weapon, that's a little frustrating. It's not like the end of the world. It's just kind of like a thing that I have to deal with, but, whatever. Sure. Rumble? Or, yeah, don't care about that. Don't care about that. Sure. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty big creature, but that's kind of what the... That's what the, Sure. Second Chrysalis would be frustrating, just because those get huge. Breath weapon? Okay. Sure. Whatever, homie. Cool. Second breath weapon would be annoying, but yeah, I mean, this, untap here, pick up this, replay, same exact turn over again. Go. Like, I just kind of don't care what they're doing. Suplex is fun. Suplex is a nice little card for them. Sure. Yeah. Altosaur. Hydra. Boarding party. Okay. What does the boarding party hit? Chrysalis. That's not great. That's a lot of things. Sure. Sure. Go nuts. I'm going to take 14 this turn. Oh. Okay. OP doesn't know that their... Turn off auto yields. OP doesn't know their thing has haste. Cool. All right. Well. Okay. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 mana this turn. That feels like I should just play Generosent plus Spinewood. Yeah, here you go. All right. Back at 16, I've got 2 gigantic creatures in play. And I don't really care about anything at this point. This thing is going to be large, but, that's kind of what we're ready for. Sure. I want to always yield to these so I don't have to think about them. Yeah. They have a 7/8, but second breath weapon's annoying. I can also untap Priest. Sure. Cool. All right, I can untap Priest now, especially, and double eat my foods. But I'm bricking a bunch of their stuff. So let's see what their plan is. Just that one? Okay. Yeah, then I'll take 7. Gingerbread Cabin engine. Wildly too strong. Okay. They net 1 damage this turn, because I am going to do this now. Cool. All right. Always yield. All right. Second ent or bigger things. I think bigger things. Cool. That's fine. Not the best hit in the world, but you know, it's not really what we're here for. 5, 2, 3. Sure. Perfect. Just a bunch of stuff in play. Pick this up. Cast this, eat the food. We're at 18. We're at 21. All right, your turn. Turn 7, I'm at 21, and I've got bigger things than you in play. And then we played the world's largest Hydra, and this game ends. Yeah. I don't even think I'm in threat of dying. Okay, so they've got a breath weapon. All right, so if they have a breath weapon, how do we want to deal with this? Sorry, I'm trying to get my watch on. All right, if they have a breath weapon, how do we want to deal with this? We're definitely blocking. Most advantageous blocks. Get rid of this thing. Get rid of this thing. Get rid of this thing. And then throw this in front of there. And take 4. All right. I will trade off all of my creatures. Sure. Yeah. They have 1 Chrysalis in play. It's my ent. Sure. Um. Do I take 10 this turn? I guess I do. Maybe there was a losing prospect. Maybe I should have put something in front of this thing. Yeah, maybe I should have put the other ent in front of this and just kind of dealt with the Ultisaur. But, I mean, we'll see. I'm just gonna eat the food now, so I can F6. Sure. One card left over there. Oh, come on, don't have... Okay, sure. That's fine. Sagu. The Bonder's Ornament is going to draw them out of this, but yeah, I mean, the second Breath Weapon was really the problem. I probably shouldn't have leaned that forward, but okay. Yeah, I think this game is unwinnable. I'd have to keep throwing things in front of this every turn, and I'm not really getting out of that. Okay. Because they also can draw off the Bonder's Ornament. Yeah. All right, we weren't drawing anything. Okay. Definitely a little misplay. Do I want Ramp through to try to clip their things before they come too big? No. Definitely, I knew about the breath weapon. I do wonder if I should have been a little bit more hesitant on that one. Sure. Green Ranger is kind of the best card in my entire deck, so I will use it. Finding a Mass Vandal, if they go the ramp strat, is good, but they didn't really need to last game, so I don't really think I should play all that out. But I don't think I'm going to play Querying this turn with nothing to do with it. What you got? Sure. All right, Mass Vandal off the top. basic forest. All right, Mass Vandal off the top. Ah, fine. I'll play one of these at this point, and then I'll cycle the Ent. Not having any ramp is not great, but hopefully they spend a bunch of time. If they try to blow up one of my lands, we've got them completely cooked, but that's, you know, I don't even know if they're going to still do that. One red. Are you going to bolt my Quirion? No. Okay. So they spent their entire turn getting a Generous Ent. Okay. All right. This turn, I think we do cycle again. Now I think we get the Gingerbread and try to just... We don't even need to play it this turn is the thing. Okay. I think we Winding Way for a creature. We go to combat, ding them for 1. Pick up a land and play Findhorn and go. They're not doing anything, so I don't think I need to lean in. That felt pretty anemic. Yeah, that felt really anemic, which is why I was a little bit on the skeptical side of... Or they let me do this, I'm just playing a Spinewoods. Okay. Here, yeah, enjoy. It feels like they have a breath weapon, and they were trying to collapse me with the Timberwatch kind of game plan, so I'm just going to play a bigger creature than them. You miss a land drop, I will punish, and not lean into the world's most obvious sweeper. Don't even need to play the Gingerbread Cabin. Cast on the Fire. Sure, yeah, okay. Sure. Yeah, you should have done that with the tap trigger on the stack. And now I have a 5/4. Sure. I think if I do dross the Mass Vandal at this point, I clip the... Okay. In that case, I will play Timberwatch just to get this active before they can really do anything about it. They don't seem to have, like, 1 mana spot removal. They don't seem to have bolts. They seem to have suplexes and breath weapons. And so, depending on how they want to interact with the Timberwatch, we could kind of get them on the hook here. Like, if they want to get on board with a... Yeah. I don't give a shit about this. Cool. Have you hit a land? No. Okay. Cool. So now they're cooked. Cooked. Because we've got... Yeah. Here we go. Always yield. 2, Quirion, Findhorn, Guardian. And now we just get to completely collapse their entire game plan. We've got Timberwatch for a trample threat. +8. If they don't block this, they're dead. Cool. All right. Easy peasy. Fever 1 for round 4. All right. On the draw, round 4. Ooh. All right. Let's try Guardian as a combat threat. Please don't be mono red. Just, please, dear God, don't be... Sure. Grixis. We can figure out Grixis. Grixis Affinity. They're going to not have the world's easiest... Oh, Jund. Jund is worse. Jund is so much worse for me. All right. Jund is not good for this hand anymore. Sure. Yeah. Oh, boy. I have not played Jund in a long time. Only one thing we can do. I'm not leaning any more in than this. I'm not exposing my next 1-drop to that either. We can, you know, do everything we need to do next turn. If they play a refurb... Do they even play refurbs anymore? I don't think so. Sure. Second Lembus is fine. Or Lembus is fine. Sure. Okay. Yeah. Yep. There goes my whole deck. Turn off auto yields. God damn it. Okay. I mean, I have 6 through the turn. That's what I get. We'll see what they've got, but I'm pretty sure we're dead. They have like any serious follow up, we're screwed. You just have the Chrysalis too. All right. Yeah. I mean, if they've got, I don't really care. I have 6 through this turn. I could have replayed this stuff, but I'm not really getting through Chrysalis. Yep. All right. Jund. This is not a match for this at all in any way, shape, or form. This could be a ram through matchup. It's definitely a Spinewood and Patchy matchup. It's not really a Priest matchup. Not really a Timberwatch matchup. Keep a Timberwatching. All right, go. I mean, that was just a punt, but also I don't think that we were really having any way through. They had their entire engine online. We had like the most fragile hand we've had in a long time. So we could have gone, had 3 men on next turn, played Timberwatch, and hope that they didn't do anything with 4 cards in hand. What are you gonna do? And let's hope this works out. All right. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, I think I have to keep this. It's not the most explosive hand, but it is turn, you know. It's a pretty quick Hunter and Spinewoods. Not the best hand in the entire world, but also not a deck with this much removal, sweepers, and card draw. I don't think I want to mulligan for the nuts to get blown out, as we saw last game, where we're playing on pretty thin, fragile margins in this matchup, and I think that's kind of what I get. Yeah. I think I'd rather do this. I didn't need to spend that extra mana. Yeah, that was wrong. But turn 3 Avenging Hunter, hopefully with no interaction. You get a KCS? Okay, no. Oh. Okay. Cool. That was a mistake on your part. Sure. Worried about me blowing up your land? And I got the initiative because of it? Sure. Okay. This is an insane keep for my OP. Okay. Sure. Game? Cool. All right, we both kept really bad hands. Sure. Okay, that was have been. I'm gonna see if they messed it back. All right. I don't think anything changes. I think that's kind of the right play that we're doing. All right. We both have taken turns absolutely shadow-realming the other person. It's just the stupidest things we could have possibly done. Let's see if we can get a good one. They kept 7. We have to go to 6. Sure. Hydra's a later problem. And yeah. It's just Ruseek. Grab our land. Go from there. Both these games have been incredibly stupid. Sure. All right. I think this is better than Winding Way and having a discard. Might as well. We're both ramping. Sure. I think I still blow up their green source unless they get one right now. Okay, yeah. If I do get a Mass Vandal, but honestly. Okay. I think getting a Winding Way going is better than trying to. God fucking damn this deck. You motherfucker. Come on, dude. Really? That's what I get for diluting my things. Should have played a Spinewoods. Sure. Obviously my hand is clunky as fuck. Sure. Yeah, they're just gonna draw out of this. Yeah, they've just ramped so much. They still have 7 cards in hand. Okay. Yeah, I mean, this game is kind of the same way as game 1, where it just doesn't really even matter what I'm doing. We need lands. Lead Stampede. God damn it, really? I mean, I guess at least I didn't exile my frickin' dump my gingerbread cabin, but yeah, they've got 7 mana. They haven't even like really done anything. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Jund, when it's firing on all cylinders, is a beautiful murder machine. And KCS? Sure. Alright. At least they missed with that. Oh, come the fuck on, really? Honestly, why even do that? Like, my question for that is, you already have 8 cards in hand. I guess you've got to discard the bridge. Seems so kind of pedestrian. Like, yes, you can buy back that card clan, but it doesn't seem particularly worth it. Okay. All right. You know what? I don't want to play this game anymore. I got shit to do today. I'm not just going to watch them twiddle their thumbs and go from there. All right. See, we're going for round 5. See if we can get 2 wins. All right. On the play again. Been on the play a lot today. This hand is turn 2 lead Stampede. Sure. Turn 1 elf. Yield the next end step. And yeah. Okay. What do we got today? Type 1/2/1. Okay, so it's a Tron variant? Sure. If it's Monster Tron, that's the best Tron in our entire deck. We're in a good spot. We're going to have 7 mana before them. 2, 3, 4, 7. Who's the 7 mana deck now? Technically 8. Okay. So they're not. I don't know. You should crack map in response to the surveil, and the reason to do that is then your surveil actually has value. Because if you're surveilling now and you can't draw the card, then and you want it, then you can't expedition map until your next turn. So now is the time to do the expedition map if they're going to do it, but I don't know if they're going to do it. Okay. Interesting. All right, land. Here's this 3 lead. Mass Vandal Avenging Hunter. Sure. Any order. Hunter. I don't think Mass Vandaling this when they can just go get it is good. Might as well get the initiative going on turn 3. Sure. They're not even at Tron yet. You know, also part of the consideration. So they did already need. I don't know what this person is doing. Okay, they did already need power plant, which I think is really funny. Um, you're just not even close at this point. Sure. Crop rot. Crop rot get 5 mana. I guess. Yeah. Okay. So they'll have 5 colorless. Sure. Okay. Do you just also have breath weapon? No. Okay. Forge, let's kill them. Sagu not having um the ability to do anything to put a creature in my graveyard is kind of funny. 10, 5, dead next turn. Dead in 2 turns. Alright. Go. Not being able to clip this Giant's Boulder for free is pretty annoying, but also if they breath weapon now, they they're flicker? Okay. Sure. Okay, so then they also put down the shields on that. You're dead right now. What's the plan here, homie? You have a fog? Okay. Sure. Here's another one of these. Still dead next turn. Draw a card. We don't need to do anything. Flicker. Flickertron. Sure. I think Giant's Boulder is really good. I think it's like a really cool innovation for them. Sure. Don't really care about that. Okay. So they need to have another Tron piece. Um. Hmm. It's a Guardian game. Let's try Guardian. Uh. Okay, let's see what you got. Here's lethal. Sure. Draw a card. Okay. I'll play this out. In turn. How long can you keep up the... This isn't exile, right? It's just destroy. Okay. Destroy target permanent. Sure. Baron Macabre gonna go crazy in this match. After playing the Teamer version with Flaring Pain, God, I missed having Flaring Pain. All right, they went top. Sure. And I've got 5 mana left over. Okay. I will keep throwing absolutely lethal threats into play until you figure it out. Here's an 8/8. Yep, got to flash it back. Oh, playing against Fog. Sure. They are still dead to trap in 2 turns, so even if they, kind of dig out of this, okay, sure, that's fine. It's not really what this match is about. anymore. Sure. Okay. They've got 2 mana left. Okay, they can have Moment's Peace again. 6, 7. This thing, the scaling on this when it goes crazy is awesome. Okay, they have to have Moment's Peace. Or Tangle. Okay, sure. The fuck is that? Okay. All right. If that's the case, 3, lead the Stampede. Done. Either order. Cycle Ant. Gingerbread Cabin. Technically correct plays. And I'm going to clip their draw engine with the Bonner's Ornament. I don't care about the 3 giants things. Those are just going to be annoying. Let's get their draw engine out of the way. This doesn't do anything. Sure. Sure. 4 cards left. Have to have another fog. Don't care. Sure. You get to get a basic. I don't particularly care about this. I guess the trap, they don't die to the trap anymore, but they were never really going to die to the trap. Do this shit again. 2, 3, 4 mana. Okay. Gonna be lethal. The fuck could this crop rotation be for? Okay. 7. Sure. Interesting. Okay. You know, lead the Stampede. So they get to keep it and go down again. I guess I'll play Timberwatch at this point. And bet. Scry 2, yeah. Okay. Sure, they got to keep the initiative for a turn. Bottomed that. I mean, I think I take 7. I don't really care. Nine. And this is a lethal threat forever that they can't deal with easily. They can spend the mana to blow this up, but then then the Timberwatch gets through, sure. And I'm gonna untap Priest and play the other Mass Vandal and clip the turned up Giants thing. I guess I'll clip the down one. I like the food and play one of these. Sure. And now I can eat their thing at will. You get a treasure. They have 3 cards left. They've got 1 more of these. They can blow up something with this, but not before we kind of get... Okay, Jesus Christ. How many of these do you have? That's all 4 of them? Sure. I think I've got 1 more Vending Hunter. Okay. What are they shuffling back in? Mystical Teachings is nasty work, though. Mills. What did they target? Alright, so they're going to Mystical for something? Sure. Mystical for Mystical? Okay. Um... Yep. Sure. We don't need to do anything. They're taking down the initiative. Teachings for teachings. For teachings. Yep. Tron variants. Okay. I mean, how many of these can you fucking have? 3. Okay, so they're running low. Which is nice. Sure. Just grabbing... Okay. Pretty good. Just make them use it. As many as they possibly can. Yep. Work through it. I don't care. Sure. I mean, this is definitely a Guardian game, but hilarious to be losing my own initiative here. I don't even know what creatures they have. Okay. So I got another one of those. And they put a bunch of good shit on the bottom. Okay. 10-9 hexproof. Sure. They have 25 cards in the deck. And they put the Tangle and another thing on the bottom. So they just have this one Moment's Piece. And then we know they're... If they have 2 more Tangles somewhere, they've got me in kind of a lock, but not actually. All right. 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, this goes insane when you've got it like this. Jesus Christ. All right. Both of these are insane lethal threats. What you got? Yep. Flashback Moments Piece. Sure. Oh, they shuffle off the... Okay. Sure, they shuffle off of the thing, which is not great, but, you know, that's what everything is for. So they can live draw one of their other fogs, but, you know, we've worked through 1, 2, 3. Sure. Okay. Sure. I don't know how many streams they play, so that actually might be bad for them. Bottom, bottom, draw 2. Sure. They probably play a second stream, is my guess. We don't know what's in there. Oh, shit. I clicked through it. Whoops. Doesn't super matter because of the Timberwatch. It's plus 12. Cycle Ent. Neither of these are artifacts. Mass Vandal. Eat the Bonders. Yep. They figured out what I'm going for. On that case, do I want to clip? No, I want to clip one. I want to clip the Bonders. I don't want them to keep drawing shit. What you got? You have a Tangle? Sure. Don't care. They can't kill me with... Okay, so they don't have it still, or they're still looking for it? Top, bottom. They probably found something good. Okay, sure. I mean, they must have another stream of thought. I don't know why you would be doing this if you didn't. Sure. They're just getting a big weather the storm. It doesn't super matter what we do. Okay. Okay. Sure. They must have a stream of thought, right? I'm playing with Guardian as long as I can. Biggest creature you've ever seen in your damn life. Ultra lethal. Yep. Working through them. We got one more shot at that. Next turn. Go. They have to have a second one, right? There's no way that they're just digging to no outs. They've looked at their expedition map. They've looked at their deck a bunch. Sure. Getting down to it. Top, bottom. Okay. It's not really what's going to play here. All right. World's largest creature. What can I find off the Winding Way? Nothing really good, but I'll do it. Maybe I won't play into their... Sure. Okay, so they've got 2 shots left of this. I'm not going to thin my deck for them. I assume they have some out. What are you doing? Sure. Why would you do that then? Okay. You're hitting make a 4-1. They got Behold the Multiverse. Let's play here, homie. Yeah, here's the second stream of thought. All right, let's see how this mills for 4 each time. This mills for 12. It's really annoying I can't see what they're targeting with their deck. Okay. I have a second Sagu. They put 7 cards back in their deck. They put the other stream in there. Yeah. Okay, so am I hard locked? Sure. I think I am hard locked, but I want to see them win. I want to see them go for it at least. 12 cards. They find the other stream of thought, but they also are going into the throne and getting the generous ent and then putting these in any fucking order. So they have to draw these 6 cards in a certain order to get going. If they draw like Urza's Mine, yeah. So they can do that. Okay. If they hit the other stream, they're good. Bottomed. Okay, so yeah, they have it no matter what, right? Okay, they have it no matter what next turn, and I can't get through the Moment's Peace. Okay, sure. 3 cards in your entire deck, and you got me. All right. Very Macabre, ram through. Mass Vandal's good. Timberwatch doesn't really seem worth it, and then Rooftop. And honestly, Guardian seems really good. Maybe it's high. No, it's probably Guardians. God, I want all my cards is the problem. Because the ram through is how we win randomly. Is so... They're going to have breath weapons, though, now. So I think I actually do want to shave some of this shit. And actually don't think I want to do an initiative game with them, which means I think I want this back in. I think that's good. I don't think this is a particularly great matchup with all the fogs, but yeah, I mean, the initiative is kind of a way for us to steal a game, but also this hand just kind of does what we're looking for. And being able to ram through with a giant creature is pretty cool. All right, they're on 5. We could collapse their entire engine. This game could just go nowhere, which is really funny. Like the games we win in like 4 turns. The games they win, they literally play for 20 fucking minutes, 25 minutes. So it's good stuff. Good stuff, team. And we can do the querying. We can do the Timberwatch trick without them actually noticing, or the Mass Vandal trick. So, sure. Okay. They're not going to play anything. I'm not going to play anything. We don't need to. Yeah, we don't need to expose ourselves. Sure. Foretells. Okay. um. Grab one of these now. We can't play anything, so game could be over rather quickly, but also they could just kind of spend a lot of time doing nothing. Sure. There's the multiverse. See a bottom. Top bottom. Sure. It's probably what they topped. Sure. And now I get to clip that for free. And I think getting a lead in is good. For this exact reason is now we're not going to play anything. And attack for 2. Stymie their development. Go off over the top of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. They have got 2 mana, 3 mana. Sure. For 6. Hydra Bestow. We want to push damage as quickly as possible. Attack for 6 this turn. Attack for 9 next turn. If they play anything, we get to kill their shit. Sure. Yep. Tangle. That's why I didn't do it on the Mana Dorks. 3, 4. Ent. Go. This is not a matchup where the Gingerbread Cabin actually matters. So not really playing into it's pretty fine. They've got 2 cards left. Pick up a land. Attack for lethal. Sure. Sure. 2 cards in hand. Play one of these out. Go. Just don't have to discard. Sure. Eat a food. Technically correct plays. There's 10. Two cards left. They can't draw this turn. 5. Sagu. Pass. Just stymie their development a little bit. Make it weird for them. Go nuts. Sure. Yep. Don't care. I'm Moment's Peace 1 unknown. Yep. Play priest. Pass. They're drawing 2 extra cards a turn, or an extra card every turn, but it's not really winning them this game. Yeah, like all of this is just kind of superfluous. Five, Percher. They've got to do everything now. Mystical. Yep. That's fine. Sure. So they gave me mystical teachings to blank combat for 1 turn. Sure. These Bonner's ornaments are just going absolutely apeshit on me, is the problem. But if we find a Timberwatch and they put a creature into play. Yeah, okay, so they got another one of these. They're just treading water. Sure. I'm just not doing anything else. Just getting more mana. Okay. Yep. One Fairy Macabre would have won this game. Okay. Top bottom. Sure. Thrilling Fog gameplay team. Okay. Ram through. Surprise, I have instant speed removal for your Murmuring Mystic. Okay. Cool. Love that. Yeah, I mean, like, their draw engine is fucking insane. Okay. I don't really care. We killing chunks. We killing chunks here. Yep. And now I don't need to do anything. 5, 10, 13, 16, 21. Yeah. They're still just dead to the onboard stuff. Just doing a whole lot of nothing. Don't even take game actions. I will take a game action here. Lethal Hydra on the flyer. And we get to swing for 1. Sure. Go nuts, homie. I mean, I think I lost. I think I've lost this game just because they're literally drawing 4 cards a turn now. Yeah. These Bonders ornaments, I was completely right to go after them last game. Combat damage. Combat damage. Okay, yeah. All right. I think I'm gonna call this. I'm not getting through this game. I mean, I'll swing out for 1, but they've got. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna call it. I have to go. All in all, I think the Halls is not really the Guardian is not really worth it. I don't know if I was getting through this game, but I mean they've got, you know, everything in their entire world. The Jund matchup was just a clown, just absolute clown shit. Spy matchup, same thing, just completely fine till we were dead. Rally was they had 4 of their Burning Tree emissaries all at once, so is what it is. And then yeah, other than that, I think this card is just not good. I just don't think, even in that Tron matchup where we had a bunch of stuff, I just don't think this card is really worth the juice. Is not worth the squeeze. Paying 7 to get a 5/5 and then an 8/8 over 2 turns, not really worth it. So, all in all, pretty tough outing. We'll see everyone next time.